Seoul puts restrictions on its housing market, all the while Oman is ready to launch its new Golden Visa program. All coming up on this week's report. Let's talk about real estate. Remember how last week New Zealand announced their partial lifting of a ban on foreign buyers buying residential dwellings on the island? Well, it seems that South Korea saw that same story as well and replied, "No thanks, we'll just do our own thing." Instead of opening up their housing market, they have just announced a slew of new restrictions for non-citizens who wish to buy property in the country. And a move solely aimed at curbing speculative buying, which has been running rampant in the country since last June, when the government put mortgage restrictions on domestic lenders. Basically, they capped household loans at 400 million won, or around $440,000, in the hopes of stabilizing the housing market. But all it achieved was giving international investors a massive competitive advantage, as foreign-sourced loans didn't have to be lowered to this enforced cap. As a result, in July of this year alone, 4,400 residences in Seoul metropolitan area were purchased by foreigners, which is almost as many as in all of 2022. This is on top of a general 26% annual growth that occurred between 2022 and 24. Seoul property is in hot demand, and for a little while, foreign buyers basically had access to a fast pass like they were going on a trip to Disneyland. Now, the government is hoping that these stricter rules will level the playing field and again strengthen housing welfare for its citizens. So what exactly are these restrictions? First off, all foreign buyers will now have to receive permits before purchasing any residence, after which they will be required to move into these homes within 4 months and maintain residence there for a minimum of 2 years, completely blocking out buyers without the intention of living in these residences. Now, if you decide to break these rules, you can expect a fine of up to 10% of the value of the household and possible contract nullification. And as some homes in Seoul can cost as much as $8 million, this can quickly turn into a serious chunk of change. These restrictions are in effect starting this week and will cover residential property across the entirety of Seoul, Incheon, and 23 more cities, and continues into the Gyeonggi province. For now, they will only be in place for 1 year period, but after which the government will decide if they will make it a more permanent fixture. Now, maybe Seoul isn't really your style, and you're looking for something a bit different but don't quite know where to begin. Or perhaps you've already found that dream destination but don't know how to go about gaining the residence, let alone citizenship. Well, I've always found that the best way to learn is to talk to people who have walked the path before us. And you won't find a better collection of global citizens, digital entrepreneurs, or even passport collectors anywhere in the world than at Nomad Capitalist Live. We are less than 3 weeks away from our biggest event of the year, where you will have the opportunity to meet some of the most exciting speakers in the industry to teach us all about the latest citizenship programs, tax strategies, and even where to drink the best cocktails. If you want to level up your global citizenship game and meet like-minded individuals while under the beautiful Malaysian sun, join us September 17th to the 20th in Kuala Lumpur. Only a few tickets remain, so act fast, and we look forward to seeing you there. What might turn into the hottest topic at this year's NCL is the country of Oman, which has just revealed that they are set to launch their very own Golden Visa program. Not at some unspecified future date, or by the end of the year. No, this program is set to launch this Sunday, as revealed by the Ministry of Commerce. The goal for this move is very clear: economic diversification to lessen dependency on oil revenue and to strengthen the nation's position as an investment hub. To accomplish this goal, they are also launching multiple economic projects aimed at supporting local businesses and facilitating electronic transfer of business registries, which they hope will make it more enticing to incorporate and run your own companies right there in Oman. This is the latest step forward in their Vision 2040 plan, which is basically a blueprint for all economic development in Oman for the next 2 decades. It might remind you of the UAE's Vision 2030. In fact, we are seeing many similar projects in action across the Arabian Peninsula, and drawing in foreign investments is a big goal for most of them. Jordan launched its Citizenship by Investment program in 2018. Then, in the following years, the UAE and Bahrain set their own Residency by Investment programs. Now, Oman is the next one in line to join the club. Details of the project have not yet been announced, but we hope to learn more about the cost and requirements at Sunday's official announcement of the program, and will, of course, inform you about them the moment we get these details. Instead, Let's take a quick look at the visa programs that are already in place in the country to see if we can learn more. Oman currently operates a two-tiered residency investment program where after investing around $650,000 or $1.3 million, you get a residency permit for 5 or 10 years respectively. These investments can be made in a whole host of different venues. Real estate, government bonds, or direct company investments. All are on the table. If this same principle is brought over to this new program, this could make for a very appealing option. Creating a stable, long-term investing environment is one of the primary objectives of these new developments in order to chase a more robust and diverse business scene. If they manage to do so, will heavily depend on the details of this new program. But if they continue to make Oman a more attractive deal going forward, it might present an intriguing opportunity for the investors among you. Finally, is it just me, or is it every time I'm scrolling through Instagram that I'm seeing more and more posts from Dubai? Well, there's a good reason, as it's been reported that Dubai's Creator HQ program has already enrolled 2,400 content creators and influencers since January, granting them a 10-year permanent residency to the UAE, along with access to that sweet 0% income tax regime. Just like Oman, the UAE is heavily focused on diversifying itself away from just being an oil state, and the entertainment sector plays a big part in these plans. The special program is not just targeted at Instagram models and also includes filmmakers, photographers, and other artists. If they have a large enough online following, they are more than welcome. And a large audience they certainly have, as it's already been reported that the creators who have already been enrolled in the program have a combined global audience of over 2.45 billion people. This is just one of the many residency programs the UAE currently has in place to attract new residents. From a more traditional residence through real estate investment to the very extravagant Golden Key residence for super yacht owners. So even if your online following can only be counted in 2 hands, fear not, there are plenty of ways you can still make your way to one of the luxurious cities the UAE has to offer. That's it for this week's news. As always, let us know what you'd like to hear about next. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with the latest news. I hope you all have a great weekend. My name is Darren McKenna, and remember to always go where you're treated best.